In Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Now here's Sengun. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Castle misses. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Here's Eason. Here's Christie. From beyond the arc, and then some.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And it's Houston's ball. Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Sengun. Over to the left wing. Back to Murray. Pass to Sengun. Here's Castle. Back to Sengun. Shoots from 14. That one rolls around and rims out.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And the basket by Hachimura.
And the coaching staff loves it. It's why they encourage Hachimura to fire away.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Doncic. And Mobley gets it to go.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
Here's Castle. Pass to Murray. Here's Castle. Left side Eason. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Here's Castle. Pass to Christie. No good on the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Rockets. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Eason. Back to Doncic. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Nets trail by 6. .149 left to play in the first quarter. Here's McCain. Pass to Sengun. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Man, that's a nice looking mid-range shot from Sengun. I love how confident he is.
Hachimura outside. Now Ingram. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Sengun, the screen. Garland for 3. It's hauled in by Houston.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside for Ingram. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Sengun. And it's Sengun with the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 7. Back to Garland. Sengun, the screen. for three. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Mobley. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Finding and taking those opportunities. Mobley does a good job of not passing up that good mid-range shot.
And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Now into the line for your next. Number 42.
19 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Şengün. Shoots over Mobley. Şengün, no good. With 4 on the clock. And Mobley throws it down.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided.
16.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Şengün, the screen. Castle for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Castle's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
Here's the break. Back to Garland. Over Mitchell. And he can't bank that one in.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. 6 to shoot. Gafford, the open look. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Now Garland. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Castle for 3. Hits the 3-pointer.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Houston making some changes. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Doncic. Now Clarkson launches it. He drops it from range. Clarkson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
And we're going to have a jump ball. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Out to the wing, Şengün. And the Nets miss again.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Oh, what a finish. Rui showing off that athletic ability.
Oh, and Mobley with the block. They get it back. Screen by Horford. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Mobley. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The length of Mobley that's what's challenging for many defenders, which is why you pretty much resort to fouling him.
Richard, no doubt about the upside of Evan Mobley. What's his best position, you think, though?
Defensively, he can guard 1 through 5. He is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every single year. But offensively, unless he improves his three-point shot, he is most likely going to be more of a 5. If he wants to play the 4, he's got to be able to stretch it from 3.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
First personal foul.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Murray. Looking to win the run. And the three-pointer goes. Murray's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now Doncic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
And here's Mobley. Give him 8 points now. The shot by Ingram, no good. Garland looking around. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Here's Ingram to the paint. And Mobley gets it to go. Mobley's got 10 points in the game.
An excellent job of reading the defense. As Ingram's court vision continues to improve, so will his playmaking.
Hey, yo, right here.
From deep. Eason can't get it to go. The Rockets lead by 23. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Now here's Doncic. Horford with the block.
Still a tremendous player. Al Horford using that experience.
From 20 feet. He's off on that one. And Horford powers it home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's Ingram. Pass to Doncic. Hachimura with the ball. Back to Doncic. And stolen by Alvarado. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And he jams it home with authority.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Wells. To the inside. Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, he'll take it. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Wells. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nets trailed by 18. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Yeah, generating points off turnovers. Ingram igniting the flame.
Back to Horford. Pass to Eason. Shot on the wing. Gafford grabs the miss. The Rockets lead by 20. To the middle. Stripped away. Inside. Stolen by Gafford. Fast break. Here we go. Sinks the tray. Wells has got 6.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
To the inside. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
And what strength by Castle. A tough-nosed guard who knows how to score through contact.
The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There's a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Alvarado. Doncic left side. Clarkson for 3. The rebound by the Nets.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
To the middle. Tipped away. Here's Christie. He's got 5. Pass to Eason. From behind the arc. Mobley grabs the board. The Rockets lead by 20. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
That's great anticipation and accuracy by Mobley to set up his teammate.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to review the game plan. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
Third quarter.
Garland with the ball. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Murray. Clarkson outside. Down low. Kicks it to Doncic. Picked by Stewart. To the paint. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Stewart's got his first 2 points.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
Outside Garland. Pass to Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Murray for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Murray's got 6.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Garland for 3. And the Nets another 3.
Quick release jumper from Garland there, showing how fast he can get rid of it.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Mobley on a screen. It's Prince on the wing. No good with the triple. Nets trail by 18. There's the triple. Garland, no good.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
Rise and fire away. This is Clarkson's attitude as soon as he catches the rock.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Garland. Pass to Horford. Stolen by Mobley. It's Prince on the wing. Picked by Stewart. Doncic. Another one falls for Houston.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Castle. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. They can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
In transition, here they come! And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And just a tenacious play by Doncic, driving right into the defense and drawing a foul while shooting.
Luka Doncic.
Doncic hits them both. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Pass to Castle. Doncic grabs the miss.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
To the inside. Here's Mobley.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, go ahead, big fella. Throw it down. Mobley showing off that incredible bounce.
Here's Easton. On target from range. Easton's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Tries the spin move. Clarkson outside. Back to Doncic. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Hachimura outside. Back to Mobley. They set the pick. Doncic with the bucket.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Brooklyn with the ball.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half.
Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the number one reason why they're winning right now.
Pass to Christie. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Houston.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Doncic outside. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Back to Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram. Exceptional at skying up for slams.
Murray with it. And it's Ingram picking him up. Back to Şengün. Doncic grabs the miss. And it's Houston's ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Mobley. And here's Doncic outside. Easton pulls it in.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Rockets.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Luka Doncic.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Into the lane. Pass to Christie. Back to Eason. Here's Christie. Screen by Eason. Over to the wing. They still need this. Doncic pulls down the board. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And here's Ingram from the arc. Christie with a rebound. Eason with room. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
Vision coming out for Şengün, seeing the floor better and better.
To the middle. Pass to Ingram. Three-pointer. Counted from distance.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this